So I've always wondered about disposable film cameras, and for me particularly, these are not my favorite types of things to shoot. The main reason is because these are very environmentally unfriendly. I mean, these are single-use things. You could argue that film by itself is environmentally unfriendly, but regardless of that, I've always wondered what really is the film inside this. Kodak doesn't even say what this film is. So today I thought we'd do a fun experiment and take out the film inside this. Obviously because the lens here is plastic, I don't want crappy photos. Take out the film inside this and put it inside a real camera. And when I mean real camera, the Canon New F-1. Let's go and take it out. Yeah, so let's open this up. This is the Kodak Daylight something. It says 39 exposures because everything's already pre-rolled inside. So I think the way it's rolled, you can get more shots per roll of canister film. So it's mostly made of plastic, including the lens, which I personally don't like. And as you can see, it says ISO 800 right here. And if you want to do this at home, first thing you gotta do is you have to make sure that the lens is properly taped up. You don't want to let any light in when you are exposing the film or when you are clicking the shutter, because as long as there is no light hitting the film, nothing will be recorded onto it. So you're fine as long as it's closed up. Next thing you gotta do is you gotta peel off the stickers. Make sure you peel off everything because it just makes this whole process easier. And you kind of have to like force everything out. There are a few nooks and crannies here that you have to like kind of push in and out. It's not too difficult. Just use a little bit of force and it'll come out. So as you can see from this canister, it says Kodak 800 film. It doesn't really say what it is. It looks like any other film canister except for those teeth mark at the top. I thought that I might have to shave it down, but actually you can just fit it in like normal, just like this. So yeah, now that we're done loading it, let's go into a POV and let's get shooting on the streets. So yeah, welcome to the POV. It was a very nice day, really nice blue sky, really nice lighting that was coming out from the day. I think this was around like morning, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I really enjoyed it, very happy with the light. So yeah, as you can see from the first shot, something that I've noticed from all these shots is that the blues and the sky tend to be a bit more cyan. Not my personal favorite. It does have this pastely look, but if it's something that you like, this is the results. All these photos were unedited, straight out from the lab. So skip forward through after I was taking the LRT, I was waiting for this one shot of this kid just looking at the camera, and I just waited. I think I waited for a good like 2-3 minutes, and I think muscle reflexes just kicked in, and as soon as she looked at me right here, very close, bam, up, and I got the shot. This is probably one of my favorite shots from the entire session today. I think it tells the story of like her with the mom as well as the traffic behind. So the next shot, just random person walking in the streets, or the pavement, in the pavement. Now there weren't too many people on the streets, obviously because of the whole pandemic, and I went on a weekday as well, so most people will probably be in the office. Here some guy called out to me and he was saying like, "Hey, wow, you got a nice camera. Can I take a picture of me? Take a picture of me." You see, it's like giving this, and I told him, "Hey, come here. Okay." I just said, just give a chat, and bam, there you go. Really nice, very well controlled highlights, and just one random street shot here. In this photo, I metered a little bit wrongly, but I waited for the guy to come. I wish I would have shot with a wider angle lens so you can see the other guy in the foreground, but well, that's what happens when you shoot on a 50. Here I saw a bunch of two ladies coming out from the alleyway, and I just waited for them, for the right moment for them to come into a specific part of the frame. It's a little bit more human life versus just an empty alleyway. So I'm not so sure what happened here. The image stabilization on my Osmo Action got turned off and everything's just crazy shaky. I was waiting. This guy just turned around. I snapped at the wrong moment as he was blinking. If he was opening his eyes, I think this would have made for a really interesting shot. So I wanted to test how the film handles orange, and I saw this guy wearing the orange t-shirt, and as you can see, total color change, but very typical of film stocks. Another alleyway, I saw somebody walking down the alley, and I wanted to make sure I got the silhouette just as she was exiting, and the car just approached and sort of ruined the shot. But that's part of shooting on the street, and that's part of shooting film. You never know what you got until you see it. And this is a cool shot to see like the whole color tone of the film and what it does to certain colors because of the colorful windows that you can see. Definitely has, once again, a very film-like look, very nostalgic looking old color renditions. So yeah. So I wanted to share a couple of my thoughts on this film, and the first thing that I noticed, obviously, it is a very pastely, very washed out, lifted black looks, especially in the blues, as I mentioned at the beginning. Now this is obviously because it is a disposable camera film stock. It does say on the canister as well, and it does show. I mean, it does have this very disposable camera look, something that I personally do not like. But for certain shots, the colors and the look actually came out very nice. And surprisingly, something that I noticed is that this film is actually pretty sharp, unlike something like Color Plus, which is a consumer film. In my opinion, it's actually a terrible film. It is not sharp. No matter what lens or what camera that I put it on, it's just not that nice to shoot with. This I think was about 35 ringgit, which I think could be about like less than $5 US. Only other option that we have is Lomo 800, which is about 50 bucks, Kodak Portrait 800, which is about 60 to 70 bucks. And you don't really have much option for 800 speed film. So whilst I'm not blown away by the results, I am very happy and I'm understanding because obviously this is a cheaper film. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. As I said before, I really do like shooting with this film. It is not the best once again, but I am excited to try it out in different situations and see the results that come out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next one.